What's up, guys? Welcome to the video. I'm Zan Carver, and we are 7 weeks out from my bodybuilding show. Guys, we just got back from F1 literally like 5 days ago and 4 days ago. We got back on Tuesday because our flight was delayed because Newark Airport is an absolute crisis right now. And so we had our flight delayed, got back a little bit late. This week has been absolutely crazy, super stressful, a lot of work, and just trying to like manage all the processes and variables in my life right now while being in a bodybuilding prep. So we are now 7 weeks out. It is Saturday. We are competing on June 28th. So just trying to nail the details, nail the variables. The only thing that has been suffering lately is sleep, which I will correct. I will absolutely correct. However, we have one more trip on the docket before we get on stage, and it's going to be next week. And I'll show you guys when the video goes up, you will know. But basically, I have been nailing everything. I did not miss one meal while I was at F1. I have not missed a meal the entire prep. I have not missed a cardio session or a training session. And on that fact, we are about to go hit 40 minutes of cardio right there in the gym. We have 40 minutes 5 days a week right now at 7 weeks out, which is pretty good. I've done up to an hour and 10 minutes before, so I kind of expect to do more at some point, but we don't really need to necessarily push it so hard right here. We probably need another week or two at this level. Maybe we'll go a little bit deeper. Who knows? We'll see where the body goes. I'm getting lean pretty quick, so I'm still above 200 pounds. This morning I woke up 200.6, so I feel pretty good. I'm down about 15 pounds, and I probably have another 15 pounds to go. Now, today we are going to do some training. We have back, hamstrings, and glutes, and then we are actually going to go into the city because one of my good friends who owns a wearable tech company for watches is going to be doing an event in the city down on Bleecker Street. So we're going to head into the city a little bit later and meet up with him. I have a lot going on right now, man. It's been great. It's been really fun. I got Gymshark riding with me. I love being a part of the Gymshark brand. Like I started on Gymshark. That was like the first clothing brand that I bought, and it's been so cool getting so much support. Even though the Onyx drop flopped and all the bots were in there getting all of the Onyx, and honestly, the Onyx drop was super sick, done really well. All of the marketing was dope, and I applaud David Lade and that whole team for doing it the way they did. But they had too much hype, and so now they got to redo it. And the amount of people who said they were trying to use my code when they were going to buy the Onyx drop, and then they were DMing me because they couldn't get it, that means a ton to me. I will field your questions all day long. If the Gymshark website isn't working, call me. I am service support. I'm good. But basically, I've been I just feel very blessed to be a part of the Gymshark team and have all of these cool things going on in my life while I build Savage in a suit, while the community grows, while I'm doing these Savage sessions every month, bringing in industry leaders to teach people about parts of the industry that they don't know or understand and get them exposure to that level of finance, of investment, so that people can actually pursue career development in a meaningful way. And so this is all like really cool shit going on at once, and all the while building my own business, being able to use social media as a medium to build relationships. Like, I'm blessed, man. I'm super blessed to have all these awesome people around me and do the things that I love to do. Hell yeah, dude. That's my life, and I am loving every inch of it. So we're about to go into this cardio, go into this gym rather, do this cardio, and wake up. You need to wake up. I only got like 5 hours of sleep last night because one of Amanda's friends' birthdays was down in Jersey City. So I was out there, and then I dropped her off, and then I went and picked her ass up because I could not go to the bar last night. The amount of bandwidth I have to go out and be in a bar right now while I'm on like 2,500 calories, 250 grams of carbs, and just absolutely depleting my body away is zilch, like absolute zilch. So we're getting to that point where my bandwidth to have a personality after 10 o'clock is really starting to diminish. But we're going to leverage as much of our time as much as we can and get the most out of it, because such is life. Let's do this cardio, baby. Alright, little pro tip for those of you who want to be productive on the treadmill. You got your laptop, you got your yoga. Watch. Alright, we're in the back 9 here for 40 minutes. So what you can tell is that I can actually speak. I'm not dying. I am not running. I get a lot of questions from people about what kind of cardio do you do? And I'm not running to do the cardio. The running, honestly, takes a lot more out of you than doing something more leisurely like walking on an incline. And that's going to impact training. And when the goal is not to just run fast and get lean, it's to keep as much muscle on as possible.
you don't necessarily want to beat yourself up running every single day. So 5 days a week, we're doing 40 minutes. We're doing it on the Stairmaster, as a lot of you probably know, but now I'm doing it on the treadmill because it's actually a lot better on my joints. Right now, my knees have been getting beaten up from, 2 days a week I'm doing legs, and pounding on the Stairmaster 40 minutes a day is not going to help either. So right now, the treadmill is what we are doing. I'm just about to finish up 40 minutes, and what I do is I set up my computer on, I'll show you. I set up my computer on the actual Stairmaster, or on the treadmill rather, with a yoga mat. And when I use the yoga mat, it's able to level the laptop to the point where I can actually do some work. So I usually send emails, schedule meetings, try to do some research, some reading. Right now I have Fact Setup, which is linked to Street Account. If you guys haven't used either, I suggest it for market data, for news updates, for biggest movers, biggest losers, earnings reports. Right now during earnings season, I'm spending a lot of time reading and listening to earnings reports and calls on Quarter. So if you guys haven't tried FactSet, Street Account, or Quarter, those are 3 vehicles that I learn a ton from and get a lot of my market data through. Because I don't have a Bloomberg terminal personally, I have one in the office, so it's a lot easier to be able to do it, kind of on the surface with these platforms I could have on my iPhone. And I do have Bloomberg on my phone, but it's just not the same. Although Bloomberg will give you the most data, it costs the most. So now we are just wrapping up the 40 minutes, and I gotta get some body work. So I'm gonna head over to Jen, who's my trigger point therapist, who does trigger point massages on me to make sure that anything that starts to hurt from training starts to feel better. And my gimbal's broken, by the way. So if it looks like it's all distorted and sideways, it's mostly because homie dropped it, and this is why you can't have nice things. All right, so we're heading over to Jen, who is my trigger point therapist. She does massage work on me and basically helps me break up all the shit that hurts in my body. And I couldn't recommend having somebody like that you trust to not crack up your body and give you issues. Like, I've heard a lot of horror stories about chiropractors, and I do have a couple chiropractors that I really do trust. If you guys are in the North Jersey area, Mike Riley is a pro bodybuilder. He actually knows what he's doing. So that is, so important if you're going to go to somebody and trust them to not hurt you worse than you already hurt. And so I've been going to Jen for the last couple of years, and she's not a chiropractor. She is a trigger point therapist. She's very spiritual. So I always walk out of there with like a third eye, and I can't say enough about how worth it is to me to invest into my body and to have good people to help me invest into my body, right? So gotta put my seatbelt on, damn it. So excited to talk to you guys. It is so important to have good people in your corner that you rely on, that you trust in, and that you have help you with things that you're not a subject matter expert in, that you can't do for yourself, right? DIY as many things as you can that are low labor tasks, but go to the specialist to take care of you. So in this area, just outside of New York, Jen Arango, I will tag her down below. If you guys need a trigger point therapist in the New York City area, she does travel into New York. She does house calls. Her clientele is very high net worth, usually very, people who want to invest into their body, right? And people who understand the importance of longevity, and that your body breaks down over weeks and months and years of compounded fatigue. And that's just the type of person that she ends up working with. Pro athletes, fighters, and highly sophisticated, highly motivated individuals. And so those are the type of people you want to be around, right? So if they think the money's worth it, I think the money's worth it. Now, I got to get there in about the next 10 minutes. We are 9 minutes out. Perfect.
I can't even believe what just happened to me. Jen won't let me put her on camera because she's not feeling like her hair's done, and she just went to go get ready because she's got to go to another appointment. And I'm telling you, this is probably one of the best things I do for myself every single week is go and get some type of body work. And the last 2 weeks I haven't been able to get to Jen. But this is transformative to how I feel on a daily basis. This has almost nothing to do with the gym, but how I feel in my presence of my mind and my ability to continue to move throughout a week and a month and every single day. It's grounding myself, it's releasing the tensions in my body, and it's doing the things I need to do to recondition my body to go and perform. And so as I get closer and closer to this show, we're going to be doing weekly sessions with Jen. I'm going to put her on, I'm going to make her get on camera the next time, because you guys have to like feel this energy. Somehow I want to like present this to you guys and have you understand like the spiritual release that I feel, and the body just kind of just draining all of the tension, and I just feel so much better right now. And so we continue to go, baby. Just finished up the session, and I'm about to head back so I can go get a meal in before we go train over at Iron Culture. Got back, hamstrings, and glutes. I'm gonna have a good session. I'm feeling electric right now. All right, guys, so we're in the gym, and we're doing back, hamstrings, and glutes. This workout's a little different than what I've been doing in the past because I've been doing a linear leg press. We're gonna switch to a squat press, get a little bit more glute recruitment, and we're gonna start off with the back movements and then add in the bicep later. So it's just a little bit of a reorganization, tapering my workout based off of what I need right now. So I feel good right now. We got a high carb day today. Kyle added 100 grams of extra carbs, and some of that is in my intra, so it's not gonna get to eat them, but they're gonna hit exactly the way I need them to. We're getting leaner, we're getting tighter, aren't we? A little bit tighter? Oh yeah. So Miami trip did me good. One more trip to Florida, hopefully I'll be stage ready. I don't know if that's how it works, but maybe when you get tanner, you look a little leaner, right?
Exactly.
All right, knew you were gonna see me here.
I thought you coming forward.
I train later in the day now. Yeah, need some time. Hey, that's a nifty little movement. I might have to work that in. All right, guys, so workout complete. I love this place. Iron Culture is such a family, and they're building their third gym in West Orange, New Jersey, and it should be coming out this summer. And I just am so excited for the people who work here, the people who built this brand. I just gotta give them a huge shout out. Iron Culture has treated me like such a family member. It's a brotherhood, it's a community, and I just gotta give them a huge shout out. I do love training here. This is the reason why I moved to this area, man. Not just because it's right next to New York City, it's easy for me to get to work, but because this is one of the best gyms in the entire goddamn country. However, I feel amazing. I didn't feel this good 7 weeks out the last time, but this time around, I'm way too busy to even like notice how hungry I am. I'm starting to notice it a little bit more these days, but I'm definitely feeling good 7 weeks out, and training is going well. Just in a good rhythm and a good routine. And I'm just trying to put as much into this. The one thing I gotta say, I work so damn hard at the things that I really care about, and maybe it's because I grew up as an athlete, but I treat everything like I'm on a team. And with my job and the people that I work with and the clients that I have and the community that I'm building, I really do treat them like teammates and family members. And when I put out content, it's because I truly enjoy making content, because I really just want to make an impact on people. And today somebody mentioned it to me, they came up to me, and they actually work at the same company as I do on a totally different field, a different team. And they made me feel so much love and support because they said that it was such a positive impact on them. And I just want you guys to know, I love doing this, and I want you guys to just do whatever the hell it is that genuinely in your heart feels authentic to you, that makes you get up in the morning excited about getting up. Because if you do that with your life, you will feel good every single day. And if you go through life passively, without attacking the things that motivate you, the things that inspire you, and the life that you want to have, and reverse engineering, literally writing out the things that you want in your life, and then figuring out the steps to get there in reverse order, you will never find a life that makes you feel totally complete. And if you do write down your goals, if you put those things pen to paper, and you figure out what it is that you need to do to get there, you will find a life that is so fulfilling. And I am so fulfilled by the things that I am doing right now, the people that I am building relationships with, the business that I am building, and the things that I am becoming involved in, and the impact that I am making. That is all worth it to me. That is all worth the while. Every hard day, every long day is so worth it, because if one individual gets impacted positively by the things that I am doing, what I did meant something. Oh God, I feel good. Let's go home.
Yo, it just goes thumbs up. The shit that you see in New York City.
All right, guys, so I'm really excited about this. One of my buddies, Alex, has this company called Ganance, where they have this product called the Air, and it's actually right under here. It's really dope. It's basically like a replacement for the Apple Watch, the Whoop, and it's leveling up. This is a startup company, and I'm just like, I love supporting him. He's a Chicago guy who basically I met online and then met up in New York, and we just hit it off, and like his idea just like, it hit me, right? I just love the idea. So he actually has a little bit of a setup going on in the Cut store in New York. So we're gonna go check it out, give him a little bit of support, talk about the product, and show you guys exactly what he's trying to do that's going to change wearable technology in the fitness space. All right, so look, I've been wearing this Air, which is the prototype for Ganance, which is the tracker I talk about all the time. And he gave me this prototype, what, a year ago? Yeah, about a year ago, maybe short of that. I mean, it's phenomenal, right? But now we're upgrading to the real thing. So these things are about to launch, what, August? August. Yeah, so we're in pre-order stage right now. I'm super excited for you. I just want you to help me bring this out.
Yeah, you do the honors. You can unbox it.
So the whole concept here, as a reminder, is to like remove the Apple Watch from the outfit, but allow you to keep doing your fitness thing, right? To keep the tracking. And I'd love for you to tell the story at some point, how it came to be. But look, it's like, we all want to look fashionable, and the Apple Watch kind of ruins that when you're wearing a suit or you're trying to look good in casual clothing. And I think that's a huge frustration for a lot of people, and for me, especially when I'm in prep and I'm trying to manage variables, right? I'm trying to track steps because you don't want to go too far over. You also don't want to be too far under. And as you get tired, those things start to come down, right? You're just naturally going to move less. This keeps me wearing a somewhat fashionable watch, somewhat of a decent watch that I can keep on with a suit and then keep this going. So that way I'm not losing any of the metrics.
That's right.
And this is how easy this is, right? So take the plastic off.
And it's a suction cup. So no marks, no residue, no magnets, which is most important for watches.
Just like that. Right under there, you would never know.
That's it.
Hell yeah, dude.
Excited.
I'm so excited for you. This thing is going to blow up. Going to blow up. You're genius.
You're doing my best.
But if you guys are looking for something to replace your Apple Watch, to have a fashionable or luxury watch on, keep your fitness tracking, go get the Air. Pre-order right now.
I can also send you a new, see where I have to charge. I have another charger.
Yeah, new charger. Sweet. Little charging dock. So that's how you charge it. You put it right on top of here. It snaps right in. And then got a little charger in the back. I leave mine at the office.
It's a great way to do it.
Yeah, so now this will actually be my second one. So I'll just keep one in the office, keep one at home, and I'm never losing past it. And how long's the battery life?
About 2 days.
That's like phenomenal.
Yeah.
Like,
Depending how popular you are. So you get the fitness tracking, you also get all the notifications if you want them.
Right.
There's a little motor for notifications. So, you know, if you're getting calls and texts and using up the battery, that might, you know, make it
my
little less.
notifications are off. So, you know, I'm trying to block out all the noise anyway. So,
Yeah, so you should get about 2 days.
perfect. There's nothing in my life that lasts 2 days.
Like I don't have anything that charges for 2 days. That's wild. Awesome, dude.
Yeah, so let's say you don't want to wear a watch, you're working out, you're going to sleep, and a lot of people take their watches off.
Yeah, I don't sleep with this.
So we developed a band,
Uh-huh.
a holder essentially.
Yeah.
Just take the air, pop it right in.
Wow. Okay, let me see this. So what is this? This is like nylon, and then what? You could change them out?
So this is a silicone band, completely interchangeable. Because again, for the brand, for us, I want nothing to do with your style. Your style is personal. You have your own preferences. So we want to make it as modular and adaptable as possible. So let's say you don't like the color or you don't like this material, you just pop it right off, switch it to a silicone or a nylon or any other material.
Yeah, it's no brainer.
Any other color, and this will fit any 20mm watch band. You can buy them off Amazon. You can buy them off anywhere.
Oh yeah.
Fully customizable.
You just keep them in your gym bag, so then that way, like when you come from work or you're going to work,
That's it.
That's a swap.
That's it.
Dude, genius.
Because this is one of our earliest prototypes. We're just still developing it right now. But
Yeah.
that's the concept.
Hell yeah, I love this. You grow every time we talk. Literally.
You got to. That's the name of the game.
Grow or die. Grow or die. I love it. So if you guys haven't checked out the Cuts store, we're in Cuts in New York City, and this store is phenomenal. Like, super dope. Great place to host an event, and clothing's pretty dope. So give them a little bit of shout out, because honestly, this stuff is quality. This shirt is Cuts. They sent me some clothes. These are not. These are Gymshark Code Zam. But shirts are super breathable. Like, this is really nice fabric.
Yeah.
So they sent me this and a jacket. Stuff's pretty good. So shout out Cuts for hosting the event, 'cause this place is dope. All right, guys. So the event was dope. It was honestly really cool just to see them. Like, they're in New York for a couple days, so I want to make sure and make a point of seeing them. But if you guys do want to get the Air, I don't just say it. You can get the pre-order, and it will launch in August. You will get your orders in August, barring tariffs. But they're launching in the UK. They're launching all over the United States. So this is like, I don't know. I think when you get into a product, early adopter type, where you can own a product before it's really launched and really understand how this thing works. And as they level up the technology, they give you more metrics. This is one of the coolest things you could be a part of. If you are into fitness, if you want to look like put together, presentable, wear fashionable watches, and keep your outfit totally intact without ruining it with an Apple Watch, I think it's like an awesome product. So I just love supporting Alex. It was really dope getting to see him. And honestly, this is like a dope, diverse day, given, you know, we're prepping, and I just try to keep my life very interesting, right? Like, because during prep it can become monotonous. You can cage yourself into a box and you basically lose the elements of life that are super important. So I try to avoid losing that. Now, as we get closer to the show, I'm going to get a lot more tired, and I'm going to avoid excess things and excess events that are going to be problematic for getting in shape for a show, for a due date, right? But on top of that, being in shape has a lot to do with your daily activity, and so this is not helpful, right? I lost 2.5 pounds going to Miami for F1. I am moving around all day long, and I am exploring life and keeping myself active, and I think that's a lot of just health and wellness in general. And we have one more trip before we are done with all the trips during prep. So we're gonna go back down to Florida in just a few days. I'm excited. We're gonna go somewhere really cool. So if you guys haven't already, please subscribe. And I'll catch you guys next week down in Florida.